Hey, how are you guys? Hey, Tony, what about that? You ask and I deliver, my friend. You ask and I deliver. I hope that you enjoy this new feature on the indicator. I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't see that it's super useful, but again, it was super easy for the developer to add this feature, and he gladly said like anything for the community. So yeah, so ask, well, tell him thank you. So not sure if he's around. He usually joins the trade review, but not sure if today he's gonna join. But anyways, so if you guys don't know what we are talking about, it's these the Traders Lab uh, indicator. I know it's still not available for everyone, but if you were one of the ones that actually got into it before the hold for the downloads, well, now it has a vertical line right on the 10 a.m. mark. Why? Because there's people that they are not aware of time, and this 10 a.m. candle sometimes change everything, right? So Tony Canton, he was asking for this, and I was talking to the developer, and he said like, "Oh well, I think that's kind of easy to do it." So right now it's right there, fully customizable, so you can actually move it from 10 a.m. to whatever time you want. So I think for people who uses this tool, it's going to be very useful if you are trading futures, because you can actually have this line, on the Asia session, London session, New York session. So you can, start doing different stuff. So, anyways, again, if you have anything that can be improved on our tools, on our exercise of reviewing trades, or in the community, you just let us know. Let us know. Um, all right. So, hi, Rael. Hello, Patrick. Hello, Sina, Cuba. Hey, Cuba. I've been replying to you on Discord, but please take those questions for the Traders Lab. I think I can be more useful there, because I can be, your performance coach there. Um, Hello, Justin. How you doing? Hey, Chandru. How are you? Thanks for sharing everything you share on Traders Lab. Hello, Sabrina, Diana. Hi, Princess Jen. Human Torch, Giovanni. That's your name, right, Giovanni? I kind of remember. Uh, Akashic Astrology, hola. Do we have access to the indicator? Not yet. Let me talk about this. It's not an indicator. I actually I like to do this uh, to do this affirmation. It's not an indicator, because it's not it's not telling you something from the past. It's actually happening on live. So I like to say that it is a tool. And the reason that I say it is a tool is because I always say that I don't trade with indicators, because in my mind, in my definition of indicators, all indicators are lagging indicators, are telling you something that happened in the past, but this tool is actually telling you what is happening right now, or just facts, like the opening range, like the pre-market levels, previous day level. So again, I don't think it's an indicator. I like to say that it's a tool, but anyways, you know what I'm talking about. All right. So hey Tokayo, how are you? I didn't reply. So this tool is gonna be available in the next days or weeks. The thing is that the coaches, they are very committed with quality and everything, and they were debugging this tool for some things that they wanted perfect. So they decided to postpone the release, but it's coming very soon. It's coming very soon. Um, and for the Traders Lab members, it's included in your membership. For all the other members of the other communities, it's gonna be at first it's gonna be with a discount, and I strongly recommend that you take this discount because once you pay, you will have this discount like forever, because it's a monthly subscription, but it's super cheap. Don't worry about it. It's super cheap. But anyways, you will have a discount if you are like the let's talk Tesla lingo. If you are foundation member, you will have this discount forever. And if you get it later on the time, anyways, it's gonna be super cheap. So don't worry about it. Okay. Hello, Michael. Yo, yo, yo. Acid Rain. Hey, you have been missing some lessons here, my friend. Welcome back. Hola, Aldo. Hello, Barga. Yeah. Rael, kind of hard today with not much key levels due to all-time highs. Yeah, it's hard. I don't like to trade in all-time highs. At least I don't like to trade names in all-time highs. I mean, I don't care about the market because I usually don't trade too much SPY or QQQ. But yeah, it's hard to trade here. Yeah, hey, Human Thirst, congrats on your small account challenge. Hola, Gaby. Is it free? Well, it's included in your membership on Traders Lab. If you are on Traders Lab and you already paid for the indicator, I think you just need to create a ticket and they will reimburse you. Um, totally worth it. Yeah, yeah. It's actually this one, right? It's I will show you in a minute. But it's very useful. Saves a lot of time. Yeah. Hey man, I think you got the person wrong. Oh, yeah. It's called Traders Lab Indicator. Traders Lab Indicator. Okay. Yeah, yeah, no. Welcome back, Rain. Welcome back. True, if I had better key levels, could have better scaling outcomes in 3 trades, left a lot on the table. Well, let me tell you something about this tool. Yes, it draws relevant key levels for the intraday price action, but anyways, you still need to have some sort of skills for your charting, and that's not included on this tool. Okay. All right, all right. Okay, guys. So first, this is something new for you. I want to talk about this trade here. This. I took one of these trades. I want you to tell me which one was. But this is something that I want to talk about SPY. So SPY, this is one of these trades when you need to zoom out, look left, and look what happened, right? So this yellow line here, it's previous day high right here, 939, previous day high. So this is an actual break and retest of previous day high. So there were some people saying, hey Neto, what if I take this trade here? I think it was an amazing trade here. It came back, retested previous day high, came back, retested this 608.41. Let me show you what is this here. 608.41. It was kind of the resistance line yesterday. So came back, retested previous day high, retested this resistance line, and then bounce. And look at this. This is a bullish engulfing candle. This is a very nice bullish engulfing candle. Bouncing from relevant key levels, previous day high, and this resistance on the 15-minute chart. So this could be a very nice trade here. Just this one from this entry here on the 5-minute opening range low. I know, forget about these lower key levels. Forget about these lower key levels, because this is the real important thing here. This retest of previous day high and resistance on the 15-minute. Can you see? So this is the actual break and retest right here. Okay, so you have these two were 609.59, 609.59. That was the all-time highs. That was the all-time highs on the regular trading hours. So you had this, then this is happening, right? This is just happening. Market structure, textbook market structure here. So you had different opportunities here, right? So after this break of previous day, from high of the day, reclaim of pre-market high, it comes back for this pullback. It's 609, yeah, almost 609. That's the opening price. And then it bounces, right? Then it bounces nicely. And what's going on here? It's a break. And I know this is immediate retest of what? Of high of the day, right? High of the day. But it's also 609.59. This was the all-time highs. 609.59. All-time highs in regular hours. Regular trading hours. All right? So this is a nice break and retest, and then we are in price discovery, right? So I'm just adding lines here: 610, 610.50, 611. So this is the trade I like. This is the trade I like. This was a break and retest of what? This order block here where 610. So relevant key level, round number, psych number, strike number. So 610 was a very nice break and retest right here. And we are still building higher highs, higher lows. So this was a nice trade. I took this trade here and I cut it right here, 611. No, 610.80 was my level here. So I took this trade. When I trade SPY, I usually go with a small size, and I usually go with next day, or if it's really early in the day, I take the same day expiration. But usually I take next day expiration or 2 days out. Today I took same day expiration, so I took this here. It was like 30% my last contracts. So this was a very nice trade, but I want you to understand why I took this. So this was a break and retest of what? Relevant number, psych number, strike number, and also this little tiny baby order block here. So what I want you to see is this, how this order block market structure was working and where it ends. It ends right here when we fail to create a higher low. So right here, it failed. If you were watching this on the 5 minute, yeah, no, still, well, maybe if you were watching this on the 5 minute, you were waiting for this 610. But I was watching it on the 1 minute. So, uh, yeah, so I cut here my last runners. I cut here my last runners. So, yeah, okay. And that's all. I mean, that's all that I wanted to show you. So how market structure works nice in a trend until it doesn't work. All right. Let me go to the chat. Can you explain the 959 candle entry on Microsoft? Yes, I'll go there, Fernando. 10-15 spy candle. 10-15, 10-15. Well, it's an immediate retest of the 5 minute opening range high, but I wouldn't trust this, because if by any chance this doesn't break this line here, what can happen? Well, this can just go here and go back, right? So I needed, once we broke this previous high of the day, you are building here higher lows, and then here you need this, a break of the previous high and the retest. So here, yeah, I know it's retesting at the 5 minute opening range high and the kind of the reclaiming the pre-market high, but no, I wouldn't take this candle as an entry. Is it just me, or has price action been a bit tricky to trade? Yeah, it has been a bit tricky because it's in all-time highs. So it doesn't move that fast as you are used to it. Neto, your white lines, because you, yes, everything that doesn't have a tag, it's are mine. So these whites and these blue lines, and also these order blocks and these, like these drawings, those are all mine. All right. So let's go to watch different stuff here. All right. So I have another reminder. If you guys are on the Discord community, this is a reminder that we will have an a, it's not a master class, but it's a session. Maybe it's kind of a class. Tomorrow it's gonna be the Spanish version of charting and key levels. All right. So charting and key levels, if you want to join, is gonna be completely in Spanish. And just let me know on the community. And if you are not part of the community, leave a message, a comment right here on the YouTube channel, and I will make sure to send you a Zoom link. Everything is gonna be on a Zoom link. Probably is gonna be recorded and uploaded here to this YouTube channel. But anyways, I would like you to join if you speak Spanish, or if you think that Spanish is harder than trading. I think it is. I think it is. But the good thing is that, I mean, if you want to learn Spanish, you just get a boyfriend or a girlfriend, and you are done in 2 months. And I don't know how to do it on trading. So Aldo, it's gonna be Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern. 4 p.m. Eastern. So the Zoom link the Zoom link and invitation, it's on the Discord community. Again, if you guys are not on the Discord community, you just can leave a message here on the YouTube channel, and I will make sure to share the Zoom link. Yes, Jan, I can, I can promote a few friends. Will you do an English or German key level session too? I will. I think I'm gonna use this Spanish version, Andreas, as my baseline for, or yeah, like my baseline for creating the English version. And I don't know German, but I can try Italian. If you guys are interested in an Italian version. I know there's a few friends from Italy here, but no. Let's stick to Spanish and English versions here. All right. All right. Okay, guys. So Gabi was asking, where are these white lines coming from? As I usually tell you, they are key levels on the 15-minute chart, and as you can see, they are very evident, visually relevant key levels on the 15-minute chart. So, for example, this 602.67 was last Monday high. Well, I mean, Monday last week high, or previous week high, right? Previous week high. And these ones, I think these ones are not necessary anymore. But anyways, like for example, this 605.96, it's the pre-market high from Tuesday. And this 608.41, it's the resistance key level on the 15-minute chart from yesterday. And it was also kind of a resistance or support for the pre-market, right? So that's where they are coming from. All right. So okay, guys. So let's go to Apple. All right. So the only thing that I watched here on Apple is that it was looking very weak. It's still flirting around these 201, 199. So yeah, I think this 200 key level has been extremely a magnet here. So after this drop here, guys, can you see this drop at the right off the bat? We had this retest on the 5-minute opening range. Again, I wouldn't take this trade for several reasons. First, it was, look at this. We were at the top of the chart on the indices, but also, can you see the pre-market? I mean, all this area here was showing like demand. So I wouldn't be interested on shorting this. I know it may be like a good area here, but I really don't like it. I mean, after this drop, and then this recovery here, I don't know if I will take this one here. Again, Apple was showing very weak right at the open, but I mean, then we had this recovery. This is a very nice recovery. So for being honest, I was thinking that it will bounce something around here, pre-market low, and I'm sorry, previous day low, and then it will have continuation to the upside. So I wouldn't be so interested here, but anyways, if you are one of these traders that are not looking for correlation here on with the indices, and you are just looking for the the intraday price action, this is a very clean and nice break and retest of the 5-minute opening range low. Again, I don't like it because this is a huge drop and then this is a huge recovery, right? But I mean, anyways, you should have a pullback here. And I was thinking this pullback will be like a tiny pullback, maybe to this or the block here, that it was right on the previous day low. So I wouldn't be so interested in this. But anyways, one, two, three, four candles here, four candles here. Even if you take this trade right here and you have this risk at the top of these candles or maybe at the top of these ones, and you were aiming to these 220 or maybe even to the 200. Look at this. It was a 1 to 3 risk reward ratio trade. And this was also a 15-minute trade. So that's the only thing that I watched on Apple. And after this, well, it was again a break and retest of this pre-market low. And as you can see here, for me, this was a double bottom. But, well, you had another chance here. You had another chance here. So after all this struggle here, maybe you took your trade right here, risk at the top of this candle here, and you were aiming to the low of the day. Well, this was a 1 to 2.2 risk reward ratio trade. Or maybe you were expecting, going to this point here. It was a 1 to 3, but you didn't get it. So right here, maybe here, it was a 1 to 2.5, bar by bar, something like this. It was a 1 to 2 something risk reward ratio trade. I know, guys, you don't like Apple, but we still have a few people that like Apple. So what makes the decision to go for the 5 low retest after breaking the previous day low on pre-market? Yeah, no. I'm not saying I'm taking this. It's just, I mean, well, this is one of our setups, right? The break and retest of the 5-minute opening range. And if you were watching this, I mean, you still have something like this. Well, I don't know. No. I'm just kidding, right? Well, no, I'm not kidding. I'm just guessing. But look at this. If you fail to reclaim pre-market high after 1, 2 rejections here, and then you have this drop, I don't know. Like I just like this consolidation area here. This is actually 8 in the morning, 8:30. So this is after the data drop this morning. So this, I just like this. I just like this. It's also very close to our 5-minute opening range. So I will take this. And as you can see here, it's not on the first retest, not on the second retest, not on the first candle. I will take this once a candle takes action, real action here. So I will take something like this, and I will set my risk right here to this 5-minute opening range low, and maybe the top of these candles. And I will be aiming, I mean, even if you were aiming to this 200, we said 200 flat, right? Yeah. It was a 1 to 3 risk reward ratio trade. So I don't know. I just like it. Can you explain the 959? Oh, no, that's. Yeah, fair. Yeah, I'll do it. Don't worry. Um. All right, so let's go to the next one. AMD. AMD after this huge move this week, and hitting this 147.45 on the pre-market. How far is this 147? Well, it's not that far. It's not that far. If you guys want to know how I set my key levels, don't miss tomorrow's session, right? Don't miss tomorrow's session. All right. So these blue lines are my key levels on the daily chart. They are just uh, previous highs and lows uh, outside of the shade of the previous day candle, right? So I will explain further on tomorrow's session, but I think you get the idea. And the white lines are my key levels on the 15-minute chart, usually just a few days back. Usually just a few days back. And as you can see, this is very visual. This is not something that I watch for the actual numbers on my chart. I'm just looking for support resistance levels on the 15-minute chart. That's it. I mean, as you can see, they work wonders when you don't uh, over complicate this, for saying that. All right. So after this huge drop, you had a few different opportunities. So look at this. So first, you have look at the price action right here on this area. Right here on this area, it's pre-market low, 1 minute opening range low, and this 144.18. Look at this weakness right here and price action right here. It's a clear rejection of the previous day high. Clear rejection of the previous day high. So give me 1 second. Okay. So if you see this price action here and you are very aggressive with your entries, well, this was a nice entry to the downside, right? Remember, when you are taking puts, it's elevator down, escalator up, so you can be a bit more aggressive on your entries. For me, it was just too early here. It was just too early here. So this is the trade I take. This is the trade I took. I'm sorry. This is the trade I took. It was a very clear and nice reaction on the previous day high. So the price action here is telling me, all right, we don't want to go above previous day high. We, the investors, the long-term investors, the big money, we are taking profits here. We are taking profits here. All right. We are taking profits here. All right. So I'll take it. So after this order block here, after rejection of the previous day high, after being below pre-market low and the 1 minute opening range low, I decided to open my position here. And I was aiming at least to this 142.24. This is a key level on the 15-minute chart. Look at this. This was support from yesterday and it ended being support for today. So this was my main target here. I'm not gonna lie, I took some partials around here, 143, and then I downloaded most of my position here. And then on this candle here, 1021, I just closed my position with my last 20% of my position. Why? Because for me, this was an amazing trade. I was ready to go for breakfast and it was very early in the morning, 1021. So I just closed my position here. Anyone took AMD today? Anyone took AMD today? Randall, do you prefer the daily or the 15-minute? Well, I do both. I usually go to the daily chart to draw these ones here, the blue lines. The blue lines and the daily gaps. These boxes are my daily gaps. And these yellow or orange lines are multiple touches on the daily chart. But usually the important ones are the the blue lines. And then I go to the 15-minute chart. I just open a little bit here and I start looking at relevant key levels on the 15-minute chart for just for a few days back, right? Um, we don't take the previous day high for sell. Well, look at this. Zoom out. Look left. We don't take it, but look at the price action here. Oh, look at the price action here. It's a clear break and retest of this previous day high. And again, not sure if I was clear on this, but if you are thinking as an investor, you want to take profits right on the previous day high. That was the highest point yesterday. And after this move, there's a lot of people looking for this. And watch out, guys. If we go hit this 150, you will see a huge sell-off. It's an expected reaction. Why? 150, it's a huge number, right? It's a huge number. So be careful there. Be careful there. Don't chase this. Don't chase this move, right? Because it's looking like it. Look at this. It's gonna be consolidating around here, creating a base, maybe for the next leg up. But watch out of this area here. Watch out of this area here. This 150 is gonna be. I mean, you can expect big reaction there. Um, window down, stairs up. That time QQQ is uptrend and ready to break out. High of the day. Why you prefer short AMD and no long other stock? Because this. Because of this. Look at this. Look at this drop. Look at this drop. And the context is all this move. So this is overextended. This is way overextended. So I was actually not sure if Money is right here, but I was telling her this morning, Money, if we can hold this, I'm looking for the 142. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna tell you exactly. Well, I told her another number. In my opinion, this needs to come lower for the next leg. This needs to come lower. So this is gonna be basing here, maybe a small drop, 138, 139, this daily gap. But in my investor mind, I would like a drop to 132. I know we are far away right now, but that will be awesome. A drop in this area, 136 or something, and then the next level. So I was chatting with Money this morning, and I was telling her, watch out, AMD, watch out, AMD. AMD it's overextended, needs to go back for some energy, for more fuel. So yeah, I was expecting a move all the way to this area here. All right. I wish I took AMD. I took Nvidia long 1038. We will go there, Jason. 1045 put for a loss. 1045. 1045. Why here? Why here? 1045. Look at this. 1045. Tazos, Neto, don't you think it went way down to take a trade again to aim so low? Yeah, I was expecting this to go at least 141. Desired to go for the gap. But yes, I mean, for me, this trade was something like this. But it ended here, so that's, you take what the market gives. Amazon, Princess Jen, 1055. Amazon is next. Randall off the 5-minute open range low right here. But you already have 1, 2, 3. I don't know. After all these attempts, Randall, I needed this break of low of the day and retest for continuation to the downside. Tassos, and maybe too late in time after the breakout. Well, I don't know, buddy. AMD. I mean, last year I made a bunch of money shorting AMD. That's why I feel like very comfortable. Got it. All right. So let's go to Amazon here. Look at this. Amazon was a whole, and look at this. Well, we're gonna get to this, right? 216, 216. I told you 216 weeks, days. Oh, all right. So let's do this. All right. So first, I will watch for this thing here, right? This thing here, open, going low. Can you see here? This is the pre-market high. So rejection of pre-market high, failing to create a new higher here. So what's going on here? If we fail to create a higher high, so this means market structure to the downside. So if you like this rejection of the opening price, this it's a lower high, and the next candle after these two rejections here will be a nice entry here, or even at the close, right? Well, maybe not. Right here, the 1 minute opening range low. If you were watching these indices where I don't know, well, there was a divergence in between QQQ and SPY this morning. SPY, well, QQQ a lot weaker than SPY. So, well, this thing here, look at this. This thing here was QQQ at the very bottom of the chart. And actually this move was pushed by QQQ, right? This move was pushed by QQQ. But then, forget about this. Then we break this. What is this? Change of character, higher high, higher low. And then we start doing this thing here. So if you are now trading market structure here, this is still not a higher high here, but look at this. This is kind of moving, right? This is kind of moving. So if you were aware of this order block here, from this pivot high, this is a baby displacement retest of this. This is another chance here. And then this is the real chance here. It's a break and retest of everything, right? 1 minute, 5 minute, pre-market high, previous high of the day. So market structure coming here. This is the break, displacement and retest of all these levels. So if you open your position right here, on this next candle here, and you have your, look at this. If you had your risk at the bottom of this candle, well, that's maybe too tight. So if you had this 213.50 and you were aiming to what, this 214.50, so $1 here, it was a 1 to 2.4 risk reward ratio trade. But after this, look at this. Nice market structure, break and retest of this high of the day, retest, and boom, another push here. So if you were looking for this push here, break and retest of high of the day, and you are aiming to 215, round number, side number, strike number, it was a 1 to 3.2 risk reward ratio trade. But look at this. I mean, you even didn't have time to close something like this. And once you break 216, look at all this momentum here. If you guys took this Amazon trade, you may have at least something like 1 to 10 risk reward ratio trades, right? Okay. I took puts on Amazon pre-market low rejection. Yeah, pre-market low rejection. Well, this was the pre-market. So something around here. 851, 951 maybe. Yeah, 951. You are Central Time, right? All right. Yeah. Well, it's. I mean, you didn't wait for any reaction here. Maybe if you enter 953, I will believe like, well, okay, well, this was a rejection here and this is taking direction here. But no, I mean, this 951, it's, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's reacting here, but I will wait for at least to the next candle. I don't think this was a good entry, for being honest. Amazon 1113, 1113, 1113. That's a breakout. That's a breakout trade of the 1110. What you said, 1113? This? Well, this is a breakout trade, right? You are like waiting for this bull flag here, baby bull flag here, break and retest of this previous high of the day. Yeah, that's more like a breakout trade. Yes, all right. And then, guys, look what happened here. 216, 216 here. And until we don't have like a clear break and hold of this, don't believe it. Don't believe it. I mean, we may have finally this break, but look at this. We already had a few tries, and this 216 has been extremely tricky. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the fifth time. Well, this is gonna be the fifth time, so we will see. All right, we will see. All right, so this is NVIDIA. All right, so for all of you that are on the community, on the Discord community, and you watch the coaches take this trade, or you hesitated here, I will understand. I will understand because they take this trade around here based on this retest of the previous day high. And yes, you will say like, oh, well, I mean, on the higher time frame, this is the break and retest of this, but we are trading under the 1 minute candles, right? So for me, guys, this will be the best entry. I mean, this will be the best entry. Yeah, I missed all of this. Yes, I missed all of this. But this reclaim of the previous day high, for me, this is not like a clear break and retest, right? I mean, at least on the 1 minute, that's what we are doing right here. So I will be waiting for this order block, 1 minute opening range, pre-market low. So there's a lot of key levels here, but the most special thing is this order block created by this candle, right? So after this break, new high, displacement, retest of all of these levels, here is that I believe this move to the upside. So I will take my trade here, 1009. That will be my entry according to our playbook, according to our system. This will be my entry here, 1009. And I will take this trade here and I will be aiming to what? 156.50. And this is a almost 1 to 3 risk reward ratio trade. Well, and I mean, if you just put it like here, 2 cents, it was a 1 to 3 risk reward ratio trade. This was a good trade here. And this one here, I mean, I like it, but you know, I'm not sure about taking this. I mean, at least this is not like the usual break and retest we do every day. Let me go here. Palmavera 1010. Yeah, nice entry. Giovanni, I made huge mistakes today on Nvidia. 2 trades, entered 935. Well, that's the first mistake. Too early in the day. Yesterday, high rejection. Okay. Well, that's not yesterday high rejection. This is okay. Calls or what? Yeah, you were entering calls here, right? Okay. And then the 944 reclaim. Well, I just think that you were playing a different game. Again, I mean, I understand this play. I really understand this play here. Oh. I really understand this play here. It was just not my kind of play. Yeah, both calls. Yeah, and you chicken out with this one, right? You were stopped out by this one, right? Yeah. I think Jack entered like 955, 954, 955, something around here. Do you guys what time Jack entered this? Do you know what time Jack entered this? Did he call it on the community? Not him. $9.55. Yeah. Again, I understand this play. It's just not what we are doing every day, right? So for me, this was the only one, like this break and retest of this pivot high, order block, 1 minute opening range, pre-market low, and this price action, this candle wick here, this actually with this arrow here, this price action here right at these levels. Now I believe this move to the upside. So I will enter right here on one of these two candles. not before. Yeah, I missed this, but my risk is now very controlled. Here, I would, if I enter here, I wouldn't know if I have my risk all the way to here. Like all this, it's almost a point. Yeah, no. So this will be my enter here. Okay. You took Jason 1038. Um, yeah, you were looking like this thing here, right? Like this break and retest of this high 1038. Here, what was happening on the indices? Well, they were trying. They were trying. Yeah, well, I mean, this was just unfortunate, but yeah, I understand your move. I will also think that the indices were just flagging. They were just flagging, and they will come higher later, but it didn't work. Yeah, it didn't work. Um, Patrick, 5 minute chart looks good for that play. For which one? From previous day high? Or this one here? Oh, the jacks. Yeah. Yeah, again, I understand this play. It's just too much of a drop from this morning. It actually went all the way to 157. So too much of a drop for me. But yeah, I understand it. It's just for what we do usually. This was just a different playbook. For me, this was just a different playbook. But that was a super nice trade based on higher time frames. So break and retest of previous day high. It worked perfectly. It worked perfectly. 955. This one here. Yeah. Very nice. All right. Tesla did absolutely nothing here. Barcode. Barcode style. This is more like an EKG style of price action. Microsoft. Who was asking for Microsoft? Let me. Microsoft. Someone was asking for Microsoft. Microsoft. Fernando, 959. Fernando, 959. Brother, you were trading a breakout, all right? So it's a bit different to what we do. But yeah, I mean, I understand your play. It just this is a breakout trade. So you were actually trading this breakout of the 5 minute opening range high of the day. And the one thing with these kind of trades, and believe me, I used to trade this. Before I found the break and retest, I was trading the breakouts. The one thing with this is that you don't know how to manage your risk. I mean, uh, tell me, you entered on this candle, and what was your risk? Fernando, are you still here with us? If you entered on this candle here, what was your risk? Where you had your stop loss? Yeah, and also hard to define your taking profit levels, right? But yeah, yeah, Fernando, nice, you're still here. So, what were your stop loss here, just for reference? Maybe below this one, 495.42, maybe 956 candle. Wow. So this is a huge risk. So you enter here on this one. So let's say that you enter here and your risk was this 956. Yeah. So even if you took partials here at the very top of this, oh, you entry 956. Ah, well, that changes everything. Come on, buddy. You're so all right. So maybe you made something like this, and then you were aiming to something like this. Well, 496. Break below previous day high. Okay, break below previous day high, something like this. QQQ on SPY, reclaim the 5-minute opening range. All right. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. Again, this is not like a super clean break and retest because here, I mean, right here, you still don't have like a clear market structure to the upside. But yeah, it worked nicely. It works nicely. Yeah, well, this is way different. I mean, when you told 950, what you said 959, I was like, what? Yeah, no, but okay. So your entry was here. This reclaim of the previous day high. Enter, let's say, at the candle closure here. Your risk was at the very bottom of this one, and you were aiming, let's say, 496. This is a 1 to 2.4 reward ratio trade. That's a very decent trade. That's a very decent trade. All right. What is this? Meta. I don't like Meta, but I was watching someone who was talking about this break and retest of this high of the day 5-minute opening range. Nice reclaim. I mean, nice reaction here. Nice reaction this. So if you open your position here and you were aiming to high of the day, it was a 1 to 2.5. If you were aiming to this 720 key level strike number, round number, it was a almost 1 to 3 reward rate trade, right? This was a very nice trade on Meta, and also, I mean, it actually offered this second chance here. I mean, there was no good entry point until maybe this one here, and your risk was the bottom of all these candles. And if you were aiming to high of the day, well, this is also another one, 1 to 2 reward ratio trade. This is a break and retest of this order block high of the day or previous high of the day. That was a nice one. Palantir. Palantir, it's kind of the same thing than AMD. After all these moves, starting on 140, all this move, this was kind of overextended. So it went all the way to 147.67 previous day high. And then it just started dropping with a nice and textbook market structure. So here you can actually have a different entries in relevant key levels with a lot of weakness. Yes, this is opposite. This is opposite to the indices. This is opposite to the indices. However, well, look at this. I mean, I don't want to be like really obvious here, but you know, it's completely market structure here. So this is pretty much what you have. This is pretty much what you had. Again, I don't trade Palantir. I don't know how the contracts move, especially because you are very close to all-time highs. I think actually this is the all-time highs, right? Yeah. Look at this. So after hitting all-time highs, look at this pullback here. And where is this pullback coming to? Well, key levels. It's resistance from yesterday, but also was the pre-market high from Tuesday last week, and I mean, it's also this, right? It's resistance, resistance, resistance. Come here, bounce, and look how these look on the 15-minute chart. So this may come here. This may come here. And if it comes here, I'm very positive this is coming again to the upside. Can you see this? This is the 15-minute chart. This is the 15-minute chart. So it already reclaimed this 144.86. This was the previous all-time highs. Well, I mean, after yesterday. I'm sorry, before yesterday. Before yesterday, this was the previous all-time highs. So it's around this number. It's actually bouncing out of this. So it may go higher here. All right. When do you use full candle and when just it's wick for order blocks? I usually use only the wick, the wicks. Cuba, if you tag me on the Discord, I will send you a few videos about order block, or just use the search feature on Discord and look for order block videos. There's one from Jack, another from Tony, and they are like really explicit and easy to digest. So I mean that will give you a better perspective of when to use only the wick or the body or the whole candle. But I mean, by definition, it will be like the whole candle. But I mean, you still, yeah. Well, it comes with experience. I mean, how if you want to draw the order block, you can use the whole candle. But if you want like a solid reaction, you just draw the candle wick. And just again, the order block means nothing. It's the price action again around that level that is actually telling you what to do that moment, right? So, but anyways, so just look for those videos on the Discord. You will see that there's a lot of good information there. And if you still have questions about it, just tag me there, and I'll try to. I will try to answer all of your questions. Also, tag Jack. Jack has always better responses than me. All right, guys. So I think that's it for today. Unless you have another question, but I think we answered all of your questions. Oh, I'm sorry. Even Fernando with the Microsoft. And all right, so just a reminder, guys. Just a reminder. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and also if you speak Spanish, si tú hablas español, mañana, tomorrow, we will have a Spanish speaking session for charts and key levels. So if you are on the Discord community, well, you can go to the admins channel for the link, or the Espanol channel for the link. If you are not on the community, just leave a message or a comment right here on this video, and I will make sure that you receive the Zoom link. And well, that's all for me, guys. If you are on the Discord and you have any other questions, just shoot them there. If you are not, I will see you tomorrow. See you guys. Bye.